Welcome back to TripleTake. I'm Ben.
I'm Seb.
And today we are watching or learning about, is a better word, Bts Hardships from 2013 to 2021. So I'm actually very excited for this. Not to hear their hardships, but to learn about that. I think this is going to be a very interesting video.
I would be surprised if there's any hardships we don't know about.
Yeah, because I feel like the Rise of Bangtan and Burn the Stage
Both
definitely. I feel like they covered it, but.
Yeah.
It was more of a gloss over.
We know about the backlash when they got into America.
Yeah.
We know about the words that have been dropped about them and the K-pop industry.
Yeah.
We know about them nearly splitting up in 2017.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, I'm sure there's a lot more. There is a lot more. That
I've heard like whisperings of like I know V. I've heard that In the Soup season 1. V was going through a really tough time, and so a lot of people were saying that it's hard to watch that season because V looks really upset the whole time. And I haven't learnt about what that is yet. So I'm hoping that is talked about here.
Speaking of V, damn, he looks good.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, so I'm sure there's a lot that we haven't learnt about. Yeah. So
I want to hear more about how they came on top
of all the
all the criticism of all the comments.
Turn your phone off.
Well, I mean,
yeah, well, you know,
that's what I do whenever you're ringing me and it's bad news. Just fucking turn it off.
Anyway, we're gonna get straight to it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and if you want to get early access and exclusive content, check us out in the Patreon. And with that said,
nice harmony.
About to do it. That was a good harmony.
This video was not made in order to relive the sadness or to hold grudges against others. This video was made to remind us that BTS didn't rise to success without facing hurdles, and these events have created a stronger bond between BTS and ARMY. June 13, 2013. BTS were only able to debut because the scheduled performers cancelled.
What?
BTS was a filler.
Dude,
even after debuting.
Already banger video.
28 seconds in and we're like...
Are you kidding?
That is some big lore.
Dude, how do we...
So they were covers for a show.
Well, they were step-ins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Let me go back a bit so we don't miss anything. This is crazy.
Cancelled. BTS was a filler. Even after debuting, they couldn't get much airtime. Their performances were either shortened, cut from broadcasts, or not uploaded for online consumption due to the company's lack of clout at that time.
Now everyone would be literally scratching to get them on.
From sleeping in one bedroom to using their own staff as extras, to recording an album in a garage. These were just a few things BTS experienced early on in their careers due to their company's limited budget.
45, man.
Because some of the members came from an underground rap background, but ultimately chose the path of becoming idols, they were often disrespected.
사실 남준이가 언더에서 활동을 했다고 이제 그런 사람들이 많아요. 아이돌로 올라가서 나는 언더그라운드 활동을 했던 사람이다 하고 언플이라고 흔히 하잖아요. 그러면은 이제 언더 매니아, 힙합 매니아라고 하는 사람들은 그런 거를 당연히 안 좋게 보죠.
아, 쟤네 음악도 안 하고 그냥 회사에서 시키는데 노래 받아서 춤이나 추는 것들이 무슨 가수냐, 그냥 무슨 아티스트냐, 저런 애를 더 이상 나오면 안 된다.
A rapper told RM and Suga that they were on the right path, but strayed away and were no longer considered real rap hip-hop artists, deeming them girls for wearing makeup.
아이돌을 부릅니다. 네, 힙합이 아니다. 방탄소년단 무대 올라갔을 때 뭐 이제 분장을 한다. 또 메이크업을 하는 거 이제 어떤 힙합과 충돌되는 가능성이 있는 것 같은데.
BTS were being told by several people they would never make it because they came from a small agency. Big Hit Entertainment was at
Wow.
one point near bankruptcy and didn't have the financial power to promote and push BTS the way other companies could with their own groups.
Wow.
In 2014, Suga shared his story about battling depression since pre-debut days. Suga continues to discuss and bring awareness to mental health through his work. Until now, BTS has continuously been transparent about their darkest thoughts and feelings, not just through their music, but also their very public personas. February 2014. BTS were accused of copying the schoolboy concept for Boy in Love, which came out shortly after another group released their music video, even though the concept is a popular choice amongst young boy bands.
Yeah, what?
April 2014. During a variety show, the host confronted them about this plagiarism accusation.
수어와 겹친 노 패션 왜 하필 삐까? 원망했나? 예, 천천히
저희가 이번 사랑의 학교 상부장이 마지막이었어요. 그래가지고 언제 한번 교복을 입겠다고 생각을 했는데 그게 되게 미묘하게 시기가 겹쳐가지고.
Throughout their careers, they've been constantly criticized for plagiarism, often for outfits, props, concepts, and hair colors that are ordinary not just in K-pop, but the expansive world of visual
Yeah, bro,
arts.
what are we talking about?
Copyright a haircut.
2014, hashtag
Yeah,
Kid
this-
Out J-Hope BTS trended on Twitter.
I know
calling
about
J-Hope
this.
ugly
It still
and
fucking
untalented.
pisses me
The
off
trend
and
became
shocks me.
popular enough that their friend and supervisor from their reality show American Hustle Life, Tony Jones, tweeted out saying, "Every member is needed and talented." Jin
So-
stepped in by telling ARMYs to cheer up and that all of them were working hard. ARMYs got together and trended hashtag
Now
J-Hope
we're
You're
talking.
Thank
Perfect
you.
to comfort him.
Thank you, bro.
May 2015.
Yeah, what
BTS
is that
finally won
about?
their first music show with their song I Need You 2 years after their debut, but were accused of sateki.
Oh,
This is
come
when
on.
companies buy back albums to boost external sales records. But this was when the company was barely surviving financially, making the claims groundless.
Exactly.
May 2015.
Jealousy, dude.
V was
Yeah.
accused of mocking another idol group after they won a music show and were accepting the trophy. People began to send him death threats. However, he
Whoa,
wasn't mocking them
what?
at all. V was known to be a fan of this group and was singing their song out of excitement. He apologized on Twitter for the misunderstanding and provided screenshots showing that he would always listen to this song before bed. July 2015, BTS abruptly
Oh my
halted
God.
their concert, The Red Bullet, in New York, due to death threats towards RM. All related
What is
fan
wrong with the
activities were
world?
also subsequently cancelled. Attendees of the show were forced to leave the venue, where there was a strong presence of security and police at the scene.
Sorry.
RM also received another death threat for another upcoming show in Mexico later that month. July 2016,
What
people
the
began
fuck?
to debate over alleged misogynistic lyrics and tweets from BTS. This led to the members and the company reflecting back on their actions. BTS's agency, Big Hit Entertainment, responded with an apology and a promise to do better. Consequently, the band grew from this lesson and have since released feminist overtures such as 21st Century Girl, and in 2019 responded to their 2014 single Boy in Love with Boy with Love, a collaboration with Halsey. RM has said that since the incident, he pays closer attention to the lyrics he writes, reading newspapers and books to study the
Okay, it seems like they took that
genre.
one on the chin. a bit.
Yeah,
After he finishes
they're-
writing lyrics,
yeah.
he consults experts of women's
Good growth, man,
studies
you know?
Yeah.
to objectively examine the lyrics.
Yeah, wow. Like, that's a
May
lot. That's a big
2016.
length to go through.
During their epilogue concert, antis began to use the hashtag Plagiarism Boy Scouts.
Dude,
Multiple
why is everyone
fans
out to get
teamed
BTS?
up to trend this hashtag in Korea. BTS saw this. And
Yeah, I
the
actually
media
don't.
latched
I've
on.
never seen like mass hatred like this. Like,
At this scale,
it's
you know?
just, yeah,
It's just ridiculous.
it's ridiculous.
June 2016. During the variety show Flower Crew, Jungkook arrived at the filming location with a bag of hamburgers for his cast members, hoping to break the ice. One of the cast members made rude comments and turned Jungkook's offer away. BTS has since filmed another variety show with the same host, and spirits seem high. September 2016.
What?
What? Made yet another project called Break Wings Project to try to sabotage their comeback in October. The project was caught and stopped once comments on YouTube broadcasting the project were put on blast. Wings then went on to sell 16,000 units in its first week, appearing at number 26 on the US Billboard 200 chart, setting the then highest record for a K-pop album and making BTS the first and only K-pop
Take your break wings and shut up your ass.
to log 3 entries on the Billboard 200.
Sorry, I get really
Because of this, Antis took strategic pictures of non-armies and claimed that there was no line in stores that sold physical albums.
Get a life.
October 2016.
Get a hobby.
During the Busan One Asia Festival, fans were told a couple hours before the broadcast that BTS were no longer appearing because one member was absent from an injury. Even though a countless number of fans were already present at the event venue and BTS was ready and willing to perform. BTS ended up performing for the fans who attended the event and waited all day, but it was at the end of the event with leftover confetti, no proper lighting, and no cameras rolling. Their performance was not broadcasted.
This is BTS we're talking about. What are we doing?
October 2016.
This is before they took
During
over.
BTS's Blood, Sweat and Tears promotion in South Korea, BTS wasn't given a waiting room at the broadcast center. So the members made do and practiced, got dressed, and did makeup in front of the bathrooms. They would practice.
Dude, they
not
really
stop
built
without
from the
resting,
ground up.
greeting
Oh
other
my
staffers,
god.
going to the
Origin
bathroom,
story, man.
And other idol groups would openly look down on them. This comment was left under a video uploaded by Wei, a member from Crayon Pop. Wei responded, "Yes, that's right. All I remember is their hard work and efforts. I especially haven't forgotten RM's voice practicing Japanese." November 2016. V made a heartfelt announcement during their muster that his beloved grandmother had passed away. Angie saw this as an opportunity to twist his narrative and intentions, sending him death
Are we
threats and
fucking for
accusing
real?
him of using her passing as a ploy for attention. November 2016.
Oh
fuck are
my
we talking
god.
about here,
Oh
dude?
my actual god, dude.
Did you see some of those comments?
Yeah, dude.
That was fucking sick.
That's actually not okay. That is
sick.
just.
That's like sick. Okay, wait. But also, we need to realize
This is gonna
video,
be hot. This
the
is gonna be
purpose-
actually.
The purpose of
fired
this
up.
video is not for resentment. Just remember that. Refrain from anger.
Yep.
I don't know about that.
Refrain from
dude.
anger.
Fuck these people.
That-
No, this is a video to learn. We're learning.
Yeah, I'm learning how to fucking hate, bro. That's how I
This is ridiculous. This is actually insane.
Dude, it's just like, look,
Do we have nothing better to do?
dude,
Look.
get a job, dude.
Dude,
Look, yes, I agree.
direct that passion somewhere else.
Yes, I agree. But remember, we're not hating. We're not hating.
yeah.
We're not stooping to that low level. What we're doing is we're learning, and we're going, yep, BTS
Yeah.
has overcome this,
Yeah.
and we
This
know
is
how
what- look,
successful they are.
yep.
This is in the past, and we're better than this.
Yep.
We're learning.
We're just
Yeah.
like doxing these people, bro. I'm gonna be for real.
All right, I need you both to just relax. You're up here. I need you to take it
I
back
want to
down
go
here.
back and see more of those comments, but I don't.
Don't
No,
do
but
it.
I don't.
Don't do
because
it. I
it's
skim
just-
read. It made me sick.
I read the bottom left one, and that was just disgusting.
Okay, I want to go back and read the bottom left one.
No, it wasn't that one.
Twist his narrative and intentions, sending him death threats and accusing him of using her passing as a ploy for attention. No.
That's
That's
fucked.
fucked up.
That is so fucked in the
That's
head.
so actually like genuinely disgusting.
That's yeah.
Oh.
Wow. That's horrific.
That's so horrible. I cannot even fathom how just
Even having like hate for a person is one thing, but that comment is above that. That is just
Sick.
appalling behaviour.
Yeah, agreed. Also, fuck, I can't remember what I was gonna say.
let's kick on.
Wait, it's on the brain. Dude, yeah, I for the life of me can never understand, you know, when people have the time to leave hate. Like, why do people leave hate?
Yeah.
Like, why do it? Why leave hate? Why do all that bullshit? There's no need for it. If
You're
there
not
is something
assuming
I don't
anything.
like, just say, that's not for me.
Yeah.
Bang. No one's offended by it.
Yeah.
Don't go and be a little twat. We're not hating. We're not hating. We're not stooping to that low level. What we're doing is we're learning and get on your fucking keyboard because your life's miserable.
Yeah.
And sorry, I'm getting
Now you're getting fired.
Seb.
We need to stay above them. We need to stay above them, Seb.
Sorry,
We
my
need
fault,
to
my fault,
let's
you're
not
right.
stoop to that level.
We're 10
November
minutes in. It's been long.
2016, Big Hit released a formal statement about taking legal actions regarding malicious rumors.
I just
false
spread
statements,
positivity,
and
man.
false
Spread
attacks
positivity.
against
Let's
BTS.
lift up.
The company
Same energy you put into
continues to
hate, put into
pursue legal
positivity.
actions
Yeah.
against
You'll feel better about
perpetrators
yourself.
to
Yeah.
You
this
really
day,
will.
Enforcing a strict no settlement and
frustrates
leniency
me.
policy. November 2016. Fans of another group were upset that BTS won Album of the Year at the Melon Music Awards, claiming it was done out of charity and that miscalculations were made.
Come on.
Melon Customer Care, where an employee explained that the company's internal data proved that BTS scored higher. Audio of the conversation was released.
그거 이제 그 상에 해당하는 앨범들 해가지고 계산한 게 있는데 그러면은 저희가 보는 거랑 멜론 내부에서 보는 거랑 그러면은 데이터가 아예 다르다는 소린가요?
아니요, 똑같으시고요. 보이게 보셨던 거는 차트랑
네.
그리고 스트리밍 그 실시간 그 앨범 자체가 나오고 나서 순간 차트에 대한 그런 데이터를 아십니까?
그건 아닌 것
아마
같은데.
고객께서 보신 전체 데이터 수치는 아마 보시기 어려우실 거예요. 그 데이터는 로에이점을 갖고 있고요. 고객께서 봤던 정의를 어떤 식으로 진행하셔가지고 어떤 식으로 보실지 모르겠는데 고객님께서 정의해서 보신 거는 그 차트 반영에 관한 내용들이고요.
네.
그 부분이 아니라 1년 동안 고객님께서 스트리밍 돌리시고 앨범을 산 그 이용권 말고 많은 대중들이 전체적으로 됐잖아요.
네.
그거에 대한 결과 전체 음원 합산 점수예요. 내부적으로 고객께서 지금 생각하신 게 혹시 내부적으로 이게 비리가 있는 건 아니냐라고 생각이 들 수 있는데요.
네.
제가 말씀드릴 수 있는 부분은 비리 전혀 없으시고요. 방탄이 1년 동안 보다 스트리밍 수가 많이 받아서 상을 받았다라고 생각하시면 되십니다.
Yep, simple as that. They won.
2017.
They won.
BTS were accused of plagiarism after their performance at the Gaon Chart Music Awards.
Can't do
The
one thing
part
right,
in
bro.
question was when the no signal bars on screen resembled another group's past stage.
Bro,
dead ass?
everyone's doing. What is wrong with
The
that?
director of the group in question created a post on Instagram with the captions, our hard work, and siblings
no
of the
signal,
group
jeez.
liked that post. Gaon Charts eventually posted an official statement in regards to the accusation, admitting that their own production team was in charge of the graphics, not Big Hit. BTS has not attended or performed at Gaon Chart Music Awards since, only pre-taping acceptance speeches.
Fair enough.
Damn right, bro.
March 2017. Death threats were made against BTS, with their target being Jimin this time.
What a
This
bunch of
threat
bullshit.
happened during their world tour, and Big Hit addressed this threat, increasing security around the venues. December 2017. Fans of a different group were so outraged by the results at the 2017 Mnet Asian Music Awards that they filed a petition under the Blue House, the executive office and official residence of the South Korean head of state.
Come on, bro.
They requested Mama to be abolished because BTS won, crashing the Blue House petition website, which was meant for the South Korean citizens only, with traffic from overseas. May 2018, Jimin once again received death threats, this time during their Love Yourself tour in Fort Worth. Police tweeted soon afterwards that they were investigating the threat. November 2018. On November 7, a South Korean
Death threats
court ordered
are
a
just,
Japanese company to compensate them
like,
for wartime
fucking
labor during
disgusting.
Japan's colonial rule of the Korean peninsula. The next day, Japan's TV's Asahi's music station announced that they have cancelled BTS's appearance on their show, slated for November 9th, due to a recently resurfaced screenshot of a member wearing a t-shirt depicting a photo of an atomic bomb and of Koreans celebrating their independence from Japan. The band subsequently became attacked by the extreme...
That one's...
That's tough.
That one's just tough.
That's
Like,
tough.
that one's like...
But like it's a t-shirt.
I
dude.
know,
Like,
I know. But that's
tough.
that's really tough. But at the same time, that one's like... I can kind of understand why they would cancel.
Yeah, I
that one
guess,
makes
but,
sense.
like-
I'm not gonna shit talk on that. That's pretty...
Yeah.
That's pretty valid.
conservatives in Japan, and the news was picked up by the Western media.
But it's so clearly an honest mistake.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, that's what.
But
Yeah.
look, that's
tough.
it's a tough t-shirt to wear if you're an icon. You know? You
Yeah,
shouldn't be doing that.
yeah.
코트를 하고 싶어하던 일본의 어떤 그 멘탈리티가 그 표현된 거다라고 생각을
Of their
할 수
crime?
Crime? That's a stretch.
No, you guys missed it.
Oh, sorry. Go back.
Let's go back. They're basically saying how, because the court ordered Japan to pay reparations to South Korea, and they were taking it out on BTS in frustration.
그 표현된 거다라고 그 문제가
Japan, and the news was picked up by the Western media.
그러니까 바로 저 사건은 방탄소년단이 입었던 티셔츠가 직접적인 문제가 됐다기보단 그건
Oh, I
비행이었고
see. Yeah.
사실은 강제징용 배상 판결에 대한 이 보이콧을 하고 싶어하던 일본의 어떤
So they took the
They
anger
they
out.
just needed a scapegoat. You know, like yeah, right.
Yeah. It's still like a tough shirt though.
Yeah.
전
You know?
세계에
Like,
걸쳐서 살고 있는 특히 이제 한국 번역을 하는 한국 아미들이 주축이 돼서요 20몇 명의 아미가 온라인으로 모여서 이 사건이 도대체 어떤 정치적 배경에서 나왔는가, 어떤 역사적 배경에서 출현한 건가, 그리고 지금 그 전 세계에서 쏟아내고 있는 기사들이 어디가 어떻게 잘못된 건가 팩트 체크를 다 하면서 이 2차 세계대전에 대한 어떤 자료들을 다 모아서 백서, 화이트 페이퍼 프로젝트를 발간합니다.
영문으로 제작한 거예요?
예, 영문과 한국어 동시에.
Wow.
I actually might read that.
April 2019. During BTS's global press conference for Map of the Soul Persona, a reporter bluntly asked BTS about past plagiarism allegations.
사실 제가 그 윙스하고 피땀 눈물 언급했던 거는 그때 이제 뭐 문제가 됐던 내용이 그뭐 표절인가 그 프랑스 작가분께서 언급하셨던 그 부분을 여쭤본 거였고요. 그거에 대해서 그냥 뭐 질문이 좀 불편할 수 있겠지만 답변을 좀 듣고 싶은 부분 때문에 질문을 드렸습니다.
네, 그거에 대해서는 저희 회사에서 이제 저희 회사 법무팀에서 작가님이 이야기를 하고 있고요. 저희 의견, 저희 생각도 회사랑 동일하다고 생각을 하고 있습니다. 네, 그 건에 대해서는 회사에서 지금 처리를 하고 있기 때문에 뭐 결과가 나오면 알겠죠.
nice show.
Well handled.
Well
This
handled.
is later
Wow.
covered an
I would've gone to
article
Microsoft
written by a
started.
reporter of the same name on another entertainment company's news website. April 2019. SBS Inkigayo excluded BTS's Boy With Love out of its charts for the song's first eligible week. Questions about the criteria used by the music show were raised, while SBS continued to claim the calculation period did not fit with BTS's album release time. To this, Dispatch compared BTS to another group who also released a song on the same day.
Wow.
That group entered the rankings
Ridiculous.
and took its first win for their song that week, while BTS were left out of the rankings entirely.
They definitely
Yeah,
would have
that's
won.
December
That's just
2019.
rigged.
JTBC reported that BTS went against their own agency and planned to file a lawsuit against Big Hit Entertainment. Big Hit pulled out receipts and released a lengthy statement on behalf of Big Hit Entertainment, BTS, and the members' families. They called the media company's journalism practices into question, stating, "We have not only the video that JTBC used for the first report, but also the CCTV video that recorded the footage of the journalist breaking into our company." December 2019.
Dude, got the receipts.
NBC is accused of abusing their power to purposely prevent other groups under Big Hit Entertainment from appearing at their year-end show. After BTS chose to appear on the US's NBC New Year's Rockin' Eve countdown in New York City instead of NBC's year-end program. According to Olsen, multiple industry sources shared, ever since October, when BTS's side told NBC that BTS would not be appearing on NBC's year-end music festival, it has been difficult for singers associated with Big Hit Entertainment to appear on NBC. It is already an openly known
That's
fact
so
in the
crazy. They're just like they're not just shutting down BTS, they're shutting down everyone a part of Big Hit because BTS did
The
something.
Seoul Music Awards only had one grand prize, also known as a Daesang. But in 2020, they created a second Daesang for digital music. BTS won the Daesang for physical music only, even though their stats proved that they should have also gotten the Daesang for digital music as well. BTS did not appear in person to accept the award and has only sent in video acceptance speeches since. July 2020,
Yeah, good on 'em.
Naver, the Google of South Korea, reportedly invested over $80 million into another entertainment company after losing out on profits from BTS, who chose to hold an online concert through Weverse, a mobile app and web platform developed by Big Hit Entertainment.
Wow.
BTS earned at least
Yeah, wow.
$21 million in ticket revenue, according to an analyst at securities firm.
Wow.
He stated, "Naver lost BTS, the most popular IP of K-pop, and must have felt the need to invest in entertainment to form a stable relationship." Since 2017, fans have noticed that South Korean platforms such as Naver and media journalists were ignoring and downplaying BTS's achievements.
Interesting.
Popular websites hardly posted
What? Like, I've
anything
never
about
seen
them,
anything like
nor
this.
did they feature BTS on their front pages. Music critic Kim Young-dae and popular political commentator Kim Oh-jun recently discussed this issue.
그 뉴스의 크기에 비해서 국내 기사는 상대적으로 적다는 인상을 항상 바라거든요. BTS는 그 버금갈 정도의 현상을 지속적으로 만들었는데 거기에 비하자면 아주 수량이 좀 적다. 호들갑 떨리 그렇게 좋아하는 이 미디어들이 왜 이럴까? 궁금증이 평소에 있었거든. 연결되는 이야기예요. 기사들이 일단 BTS의 성공은 이제 어느 정도 보도가 돼요. 그러면 우리가 흔히 알고 있는 소위 대형 기획사의 아이돌이 그것보다 사실은 못 미치는 어떤 활약을 보였을 때 미디어에 보도되는 양이나 그 커버되는 범위를 보시면 확연히 차이가 납니다. 굉장히 좀 재밌는 부분이 있고 이번 그래미 같은 경우 어떻게 들어가냐면 주요 부문에서 등극에 실패했다라고 합니다.
와우.
이거 하나가 중요하다고 생각해요. 뭐냐면 BTS라는 이 현상, BTS의 미국에서의 성공, BTS의 세계적인 열풍 자체가 제도권의 시스템을 거치지 않았다는 거예요. 그래서 이 제도권을 점하고 있는 그 언론일 수도 있고, 뭐 프로모터일 수도 있고, 음반 회사일 수도 있죠. 이 사람들이 보기에 썩 납득이 가지 않고 유쾌하지도 않아요. 자기 힘이 입증이 안 되는 거죠. 그렇게 되면. 그렇습니다. 정하고 있는 위치에서 자기 영향력이라는 게 있는데 이걸 다 거치지 않고 성공해 버렸으니까 자기 존재 이유가 없어지는 거 아니에요.
So interesting.
December 2020. For the last few years, BTS has been the face of political discourse on the revisions of South Korea's mandatory military service, even though BTS and their company have not spoken about wanting postponement or exemptions, and have insisted that they will serve when called upon. In August 2018, all major South Korean entertainment companies held a meeting to discuss petitioning the government to revise the law to allow K-pop performers to be exempt from service. In addition to the top artists, musicians, and athletes that already qualify. Big Hit Entertainment was not among the agencies, but BTS was used as the leading example for this revision.
What are we talking about,
On
dude?
December 22, 2020, the Ministry of National Defense announced that a revision has been made, effective June 23, 2021, where popular culture artists can postpone their enlistment until age 30, with the requirements that the individuals must have been recommended as recipients of the Order of Cultural Merit, one of the highest national honors given to artists in South Korea.
Wow.
In April 2021, 26 agencies, led by the Korean Music Content Association,
Ridiculous.
filed a written objection against the revision, stating that the new law is both unrealistic and unfair. March 2021. BTS was nominated for the Best Duo Group Performance at the Grammys, which was announced during the online pre-show instead of the primetime ceremony, as it usually was in previous years. Unfortunately, they didn't take home the award, but what made fans even more upset was that the Grammys used BTS as ratings bait, teasing that BTS's performance would be quote-unquote up next, but were actually placed as the second to last performance.
That's just, well, but that's just show business. So, like, you can't get angry with that.
To perform an abridged performance of their song. A former managing editor for the Grammy Awards website spoke out the next day about the Recording Academy and how it pushed back on featuring BTS. But BTS got the last laugh. A live stream of the band celebrating after the event has so far garnered more than 13 million views, compared to the 8.8 million viewers.
Let's go.
March 2021.
What is this?
Tops released the Garbage Pail Kids Shammy Awards illustration and cards. Unlike the other artists who were featured, BTS was depicted as being brutalized and beaten up by a Grammy trophy inside a whack-a-mole.
What?
This isn't the first time BTS has been
Are we? Dude, that is actually one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. Who? What? And being hit with a Grammy Award? This is next level hater behavior. Like,
being brutalized and beaten up by a Grammy trophy inside a whack-a-mole. This isn't the first time BTS has been shunned, put down, or bullied. In February 2021, a German radio station host made racist remarks about BTS, comparing them to COVID-19, and voiced his hopes that there will be a vaccine against BTS soon. He openly cursed at them for covering a Coldplay song and said that BTS deserves a 20-year vacation in North Korea. Halsey, Max,
What a fucking loser.
Steve Aoki, and more artists slammed the radio station's racism and
Thank you.
xenophobia.
Thank
the
you.
host and station maintains that it was just a joke and that folks are too sensitive.
No, you're just
During
a dick.
Zach Zach's show, a member named Liam from a boy band called Forever in Your Mind made these comments.
Yeah, I agree that they're a boy band, but at the same time, it's like the rate. I feel like it's like a different, like they belong in a different genre on their own, because I feel like there still needs to be like a European or an American boy band to be at the top, and I think BTS can just live in their own. They're BTS. They don't, you know what I mean?
No, they're like
I don't think
fan base is so crazy. It's dude, and it's global.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
They're really good. And they're good I can't get behind it. I don't understand what they're saying. I
don't even know what to call them, boys or girls, because I don't know what they are. Look at these people. Look at this one. I don't know which one he is. Look at those highlights. Those chunky Tony and Guy.
Back up.
She's just jealous, bro.
Salon
That's my boy Jimin you're talking about.
And
I don't take that nicely.
the contact lenses. You are an Asian man. You need to look at
It's called style, dude. It's a photo shoot. It's a. Okay.
When I first heard something,
They don't look. That's just.
I got worried. I don't know. I think they look.
Wait, what did he just say? What did Jimmy Carter say?
You are an Asian man. You don't need to look like a girl named
Shut
Ashley.
up.
That's enough out of you.
When I first heard something Korean had exploded in America, I got worried.
I don't know. I think they look very nice. Oh, that is not what you were saying during the break.
How did this
I missed
become a
that.
thing in Western culture where all these grown men or little girls are off to little K-pop boys?
喐下，喐啲又有，喐啲又驚又冇嘅，喐啲又有又嘅，喐啲又好又冇。Yeah, bunny.
A senior editor from
What
The
the
Economist
fuck?
said, please no. After BTS was announced as speakers at the 75th UN General Assembly, she quickly
Which was amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
claiming it was a joke. This led to Stephen Pollard, a British journalist, to tweet this, and Anne Hegarty, a television personality, responding with all this about a little Korean boy band that's fundamentally not important. So when BTS was named Entertainer of the Year
Damn
by
right.
Time
such a
Damn
magazine,
fucking right.
RM said, "We're not sure if we've actually earned respect, but one thing is for sure is that people feel like, okay, this is not just some kind of syndrome or phenomenon. These little boys from Korea are doing this."
Nice,
BTS
dude.
have always been outspoken about the
Good choice of
injustice of
words.
racial discrimination. In the summer of 2020, they used their platform and proudly announced their support for Black Lives Matter and donated $1
Yeah,
million
dude. How awesome
to
is
the
this?
organization.
I mean, matched it.
With the recent rise and visibility of atrocities against Asians, BTS released a statement on their Twitter standing in solidarity once again. These are just a few of the countless examples of mistreatment, racism, and xenophobia that BTS has been encountering around the world throughout their storied career. It will more than likely be a continued uphill battle. As artists of color who are constantly breaking records and barriers, amassing fans, and growing in popularity around the globe, hostility and jealousy will come easily from those not afforded the luxury of such a strong and dedicated fan base. As fans who are cognizant of their journey and understand that their popularity comes from their sincerity and talent, armies have a tendency to be protective, and sometimes overly so. If only because of the awareness of what BTS and ARMY are up against when fighting for fair representation.
Wow. What a video, first of all, amazing video, dude.
Non-alcoholic wines.
Oh my god, dude, you need to learn how to use a mouse.
Oh, that was such a great video, so insightful. And I don't really know how to handle this because I don't want to take a stance on this. You know what I mean? I don't want to come off. I don't want to come off too aggressive.
Here's what I think. I think it makes so much more sense now why BTS show much love and appreciation and care for the ARMY. Because
yeah.
what this has shown me is that I would go as far to say that there hasn't been any artist in the 21st century, really, from what I've gathered, who's received as much criticism as BTS has throughout their entire career.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty on top of, music news in general.
Yeah.
And I don't hear much controversy about any artist unless they've done something seriously wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
And then it's like,
But just blatant, false accusations and racist comments.
Constant as well.
Constant. It seems like every year there's something going on.
Every single year.
The death threats. I've never seen a band get that many death threats.
Something that I was shocked as well was hearing that it wasn't just kind of different groups of haters. It was, Korean news stations and the media was shutting them down.
It's jealousy,
Like,
dude.
That's
Jealousy
what it is,
a
dude.
disgusting drug. And I think it's just cruel. Like, I can't describe how much it pains me. Like, just in today's age of social media, anyone can leave a comment.
Yeah.
And it's just sad, just really sad people that do this.
Yeah.
Like, why spread hate? And look, I understand it's like everyone has a stance on something, and I'm all for that. Like, speak your opinion. I'm all about that, but don't spread hate. And there's a big difference. There's a difference between saying something's not for me, or if someone asks you, you say something's not for me, and verbally spreading abuse and sick and twisted comments. It really pisses me
And
off.
it feels like the biggest roadblock for BTS now is what those guys, I don't know what the podcast was called, what that one guy was saying on the podcast was saying, like, I do not agree with this. He was saying that, like, in order for him to consider an artist as like in the top echelon, they have to be American or European. And I feel like that's a very shared mindset, which is like, I cannot wait for the day that we can break that away.
Yeah.
Because it's just, it's like these people who kind of like live in their closed bubble, and so that's all they know. They only know the culture that they're surrounded by. So they close themselves off. Oh, you know, like, what are these, you know, like they said, little Korean boys doing? And like, but just open your eyes, dude. Like, just because you can't understand the language doesn't...
Ignorance.
Like,
It is ignorance.
Yeah.
And something as well, I mean, they made a comment about how, because BTS came from a small entertainment company, they had to basically do everything on their own, from what I gathered.
Yeah.
And the rise of BTS didn't come about by mainstream sources like, you know, publicity, etc. And they kind of made their own lane. And the way that they just sort of try to punish them. They were trying to punish BTS because they didn't go through the machine.
Yeah.
And I'm
How
going,
crazy is
dude,
that?
fuck that. I mean...
And like, that was a wake-up moment for me, because I thought when they kind of got popular, like shortly after their debut, they would have been, you know, put into the media on a pedestal by their own like people. But it seemed like that was not the case. They were fighting tooth and nail, even like post-debut, post-album, they literally had to scratch and claw their way to the top.
You know what makes me feel sick, dude, is the death threats.
Yeah.
That is just the most disgusting form of human behavior.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? Like, literally get a fucking job and get a hobby.
Yeah.
It's so bad, dude. And like, I love the internet, and I love that we are able to like put this video out here and try and bring positivity. But fuck, do I hate like people who leave negativity comments. Like, wow.
I think, RM talked about a lot. I think it was in his UN speech. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but yeah, he talked a lot about just use your hate somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like, direct that hate to somewhere else. Use that passion and that energy for something else to do good, because you're not achieving anything.
Not doing anything.
Like, if you want to leave some constructive criticism, that's fine.
Also,
but
positivity will prevail. I'm not completely hopeless on the world. Positivity will prevail. You know? And I think we saw that with ARMY. You know, every time BTS was back, what was it? We had J-Hope's not talented or something.
Something like hashtag.
And then it was hashtag J-Hope is super talented.
Yeah.
And that out-tweeted that. And I'm like, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but that's my original point about why it makes sense BTS is so appreciative of ARMY.
Yeah.
Because of the consistent ridicule they've had their entire career. ARMY has stayed with them.
Like, they have people
time.
to turn to. They
actually have. It's a foundation like no other.
You know what it is, dude? The other thing, which is a really big part, they're humans too.
Yeah.
They're humans too. Everyone views people that you see on the internet, like, maybe not us, for example, but, you know, we're on screen, we're human.
Yeah.
BTS, they are just guys, dude.
Yeah,
they are just a few years older than us.
They went to school.
And they went to school.
Yeah.
They
It's their
eat,
first
they
time
breathe,
living
they
as
shit,
well.
they piss, they do all of that.
Yeah.
They are no different to you, okay? And so, put yourself in that shoes, and you have 100,000 people saying all these negative shit about you. You'd crawl up into a ball and probably cry in the corner of your room.
Yeah.
That's the truth, right?
Yeah.
So don't do it. Don't do it at all. Like, they are humans. They are not perfect.
Like,
they will fuck up.
We need to
They
be
will make
so
mistakes. That is life.
unbelievably thankful that BTS continue to push through these moments of hatred.
Oh, yeah.
Like, these moments where they've got concerts being cancelled for death threats. When J-Hope's getting hashtag kick J-Hope out of BTS. Like, the fact that they're all still together is such a blessing.
Crazy.
And yeah, we need to be so thankful for that.
I think that's just like... I think there's still, you know, that's ARMY. That's you guys. That's us. That's
we're part of it now.
Make it having a positive environment and trying to make it as positive as possible. And that should be the case of everything, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, honestly, I wish hate could stop tomorrow, but it won't.
Yeah.
And it'll keep going.
Yep.
And I think it's important for us, you guys who are watching, that if you do see hate, come back at it with positivity.
Yep.
Always come back at it with positivity. Don't let it get you down. and don't fight fire with fire.
Yeah.
Like, I know
we
lost our
might
shit
be
a little bit,
hypocritical a little bit when watching these videos,
obviously.
but at the end of the day,
But don't try and fight hate with hate. Rise above that, and just kind of kill them with kindness, dude.
Kill them with kindness.
I was taught that my entire life. Kill them with kindness.
Yeah.
Hate you because you ain't you. You know?
Exactly, bro. They hate us because they ain't us.
And it fires me up, dude.
It does,
it really
dude.
boils my blood.
I had to like stop myself from just going on a rant at the end of that video.
But like,
anyway. Enough said. That was a fantastic video.
Very informative
I would
video.
love to watch more. As much as it does fire me up, that was so insightful.
I've watched 46 minutes. I need to now take myself and relax.
Yeah.
Because I will stop.
Yeah.
I will stop.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, that's all we have time for this video. So make sure you hit the bell so you can stay up to date with all of our videos. Stay tuned. Peace.
Peace, guys.
All right. That's it.
Yes.
Lunch?
Read my mind. Let's do it. Oh, hang on. You got something?